Hello Galactic family. Life. 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 It is all we have and all we are. Each passing day I feel like everything is both complex and simple time, as it is multifaceted in how we can not only find that only one side of the question is correct. Everything has a meaning. Nothing can be reduced as is done with a mathematical calculation. Life is much more than that. We can stick to certain points of view, because life is short and you cannot evaluate everything at once, so even we have many lives to have the opportunities that we need to experience every situation. Lately the world's situation has reached a point where if we have faith and trust that all this is part of a larger plan, we will not survive with a minimum of contentment and gratitude. The thing is apparently ugly and we can only infer that there is something more important going on behind the scenes, because otherwise life would have no meaning. A rapid assessment of civilizations and cultures humans have created through the millennia of existence on Earth shows that, despite technological advances, the human being remains what it always was in terms of massacres, power, control, expansionism, greed, disregard towards others, greed and thoughtlessness. However, making team with all this, we see the same being solicitous human helper, compassionate, empathetic, interested in the good of others, willing to certain unnecessary sacrifices, finally the old man that houses all within itself, the so-called well and bad, we saw here try to see if in the end the love prevail. For all that we have seen, I believe that love won. He won it. What we still see that is not love, are remnants of already experienced situations that are still around to be dispelled once and for all. Human existence is small in relation to the experiences we have to live, but when we add all the stocks we had, we formed an interesting kaleidoscope that gives us a good view of what we have seen or experienced. Much has been unlearned, for lack of use, such as our physical body that has undergone some script changes due to chemical imposed by the greed of pharmaceutical corporations. But still, we realize that when we give our body the opportunity to regenerate, when we try to understand it without abusing substances, trying to replace your normal activity, it regenerates in a miraculous way. That's because it was created with this prerogative power to regenerate. Of course, now and then we need to give you more support, perhaps with a homeopathic product, floral or an essential oil or herbal medicine. However, our body is powerful, conscious, intelligent and knows things we do not know and often work against rather than in favor of our body. It is good to trust in the fact that we are just going through their own difficulties of the great time we are going through, and that the future will be bright. The current civilization is even in the throes and that something new and different will be installed in its place. Indeed, we have noted here and there, core of this change, that, in time, it will be expanded to involve everyone and everything. Attempts to frighten us at all levels is present now, not only in medium and large cities, but also in the sleepy villages inland and even in the countryside, in the fields, as it was called before. There seems to be a desperation in the air, who says goodbye and no, you will not have another chance to exist. That is how I understand the start of the third dimension, an undeniable eagerness to mess up everything we still can, let us fearful and unbelieving promises. We must be unshakable, no setbacks, we have to keep your eyes on the prize, so to speak, not to lose perspective and let us take the appearance of our present world. It seems a cognitive dissonance, because we see one thing and believe in another, it is. Again here it is an exhortation that we turn into ourselves and internally seek what we both want to see in our outer world, and that is what will finish happening. There is to have persistence, faith, trust, and not be carried away by doubt or impatience. Each seeks to live in these times the best possible way. Each creates his own belief of what to expect from the future. We will respect it, because everyone knows him, and not for us to judge our neighbor. If we do not adopt their belief, it can often seem like a gimmick in survival. If a person can only stand firm with this, that is, to believe, to follow your path, it makes up what you can. We need not follow him in his belief if it is not part of our way.